Greg Andrecht bringing you here another business freedom conversation post. So the Wall Street Journal ran an article about how nobody really wants to work. Well, duh, we have kind of known that for a couple of years, but you as a small business person, what do you do about it? I mean, two-thirds of your employees are not working. So let's run through the principles here right now. So the nature of labor has changed profoundly. Yeah, no kidding. Career and work is less central to people's lives. People want more time with their family, flexibility, when, where, and how to work. That's the struggle over, do I come back to the office or do I stay virtual? In-person work with fixed hours is the really difficult one to fulfill as jobs. 40% of you out there are saying you have unfilled jobs. Employers must pay more. Bottom line is people are getting so much money from the government still, and if you hear the government's the president's State of the Union address, he wants to give them more. Human nature being what it is, people don't want to show up to work because they, have enough money to scrape by. They want to give priority to a quality of life. Well, what that means is they don't want to work. And hold on a second here. Then this is what employees want. They want less hours, more benefits, safer, more pleasant working conditions. Now, COVID is what caused all this, because we gave out like $12 trillion to everybody, and they're still burning it off. COVID broke the hold of work on employee psyche. In other words, employees don't connect to their work anymore because they've had this other source, our government, basically borrowed trillions of dollars and gave it to everybody. And those that don't have a career or hourly workers, they're still living off of it. And it's a problem. It changed how they look at work. It'll be interesting to see what happens when this money gets totally burned off. In 2017, 24% said their job was important. That's also alarming because only 24% of people said their job was important. In 2017, 21 rather, that's dipped only 17%. And virtual work is spurring a surge in outsourcing. So that's change, and that's kind of in the business owner's favor. So what do you do about it? Well, if there's ever been a time where technology works, it's now. So India, Philippines, wherever, outsourcing. You have 67% of your employees really aren't doing the job. You need to evaluate that and figure out, can I give it to somebody in the Philippines or in India that for a fraction of what I'm paying somebody here not to do the work, I can maybe get the work done. The next thing is you have to respond to your employment reviews. You have to get on Glassdoor. You have to get on any of these sites. If you're not, that's why you're having problems with employees. And it also, those sites will tell you the attitude issues you have with your existing employees. You have to evaluate the workflow. If there was ever a time to get rid of work that is not necessary, it's now, because current employees, they don't want to lift a finger to do anything that isn't important. This one is really, really critical. This is probably the biggest thing that's going to get you getting your 67% of your employees that are not working is assessment tools. I've offered a bunch of them for free. The biggest problem why people aren't doing the job is they're not getting enough direction and they don't have the talents and skills to do the job effectively. With assessment tools, you're also going to identify whether somebody's fit for the job. Hey, spend $400 if you're giving. That's probably less than half of the weekly pay you pay most people. So give an assessment tool. Use an assessment tool. You wouldn't go forever without changing the oil or tuning up your car. Use an assessment tool to figure out where people are with their skills, talents, and attitude. The attitude is really critical. That will help you to weed out the 67%. And remember, 17 points of that 67% want to hurt you because they're underpaid, don't like the work, don't get enough direction, don't. Those are the ones you really got to find. That's why the assessment tool becomes really important. So there you have it. Those are the things you can do. Think of the impact on the profitability of your business if you turn this around, because you have to realize only 17%, less than 1 out of 5 people you employ think the job is worth it or important. So look into those things I gave you on the last slide. This is Greg Andrecht, Business Freedom Conversation. I will catch you on the next one.